Camp 4, Camp 4. You know, 4 games in a single match. Awesome. That's where we're at. That's where we're at, man. It's best of 5. Bradiford has taken 1. Scallywag has taken 2. With them sort of, I don't know that the proxy was as important a part. It was just a really crap cannon rush that cost Bradiford the game. I mean, if you are going to cannon rush, like, at least do a decent cannon rush, you know what I mean? Don't just spend 2,000 minerals on cannons that literally will achieve nothing. You know, think, in that last game, how many of the cannons he built ever fired a shot? The 5 at the front door fired nothing. Most of the ones that were outside Scallywag's base, I mean, Scallywag never went down the ramp, so did any of them ever shoot? One of them sort of shot once at a supply depot. You know, that's it. And he built, what, 10 cannons? 1,500 minerals on cannons? Plus the pylons to support them. You know, that's 2,000 minerals. And you did what? You took like 20 health off a supply depot? I mean, like, you know, when you think about it like that, cannon rushes, nah, mate, nah. You'll always get some value from units generally, won't you? You know, even if your plan doesn't work out, you've still got those units. You can still go and do something with them. So Scallywag comes in, has a look, will, I don't know, possibly be pleased maybe to see that there's no forge. Maybe not. Maybe he wants to come in and see the forge. I'd be like, yay, he's gone forge first. It's going to be a cannon rush. I've won. You know, let's do this. But has a bit of a look and is going to go home. Bradiford with the fast expo this time, and I like it. It's a good thing to do. If you're a player that's known for cheese, if you're a player that's known for doing these kind of proxy builds, for doing cannon rushes, you know, it's good to mix it up and just go, actually, this time I'm going to go with a quick Nexus. I suppose the worker did come in and get that pretty early scout, but I'd have quite liked just literally an absolute balls to the wall Nexus first. You know, just pylon, Nexus, gateway, gasless, and just absolutely hoon for it into a sort of, you know, 12 warp get charge lot push or something like that. Anyway, that's not what we're saying. These Reapers will be able to get work done. I mean, the Stalker, the Adept will clean them up, but they're so quick. They're so quick. They can surely get something done here. And reaction, oh my goodness, like Bradiford appears to have the reaction speed of a sloth here or something. Like, what? Good God, what am I saying? How do you allow that to happen, right? Stalkers are better than Reapers. Adepts are better than Reapers. A Reaper can't fight an Adept or a Stalker in a straight up fight. They can't. The Protoss units just win. Reapers can't fight anything. Like, not when there's only 2 of them. You know, they can't fight anything. So how do you lose nine workers when you've got units already? I'd forgive it if you had no units, but dude, come on. Anyway, it's a quick third, and as I said, I like it. I like going for the eco build. It's decent, and charge is on the way. So what I want to see now is a massive gateway explosion. You know, chronoing out the workers into this third base, leave it with 2 gas here, and just loads of gateways, up to like 12 to 15 gates, and then get across the map into your opponent's face. Love to also see Twilight come down and just go charge lot Archon, and just do it. Just get up there. But we'll see. Anyway, it looks like it's going to be a mech. Oh, really? It's 2-1-1 so far from Scallywag. But now that the third's coming down, you know, we're 7 minutes in. A 2-1-1 is an opener. It's not a mid-game play. You know what I mean? 2-1-1 is a perfectly legit opener. 2 racks, 1 factory, 1 starport. Fine. Has anything been built out of this starport? I think not. And you know, he needs to get on that. But you know, by this stage of the game, once your third is up, like 2-1-1 isn't going to cut it. You need more production than that. You've got to have the the production, because look, your minerals are just going to spiral out of control. Similarly, Bradiford, you know, yes, I do like the Templar archives, but there needed to be so many gateways, so many, and that's why his minerals are just, again, spiraling out of control. Guys, you have to, you know, it's all well and good to ramp up your income, but your production potential has to ramp up with it. Otherwise, what's the point? No, Scallywag massively oversaturated on both of these bases, so I really want to see a fourth come down in a big transfer. But you know, think how much his income will go up by if he does that, because suddenly he won't be mining off it there. You know, he'll have all of these instantly saturated. If you're going to do that, you need to back it up with maybe dropping 4 more factories if that's what you're going to do, or 8 more barracks if that's what you're going to do. Seems like a bit of a mismatch. There's more barracks coming down and more factories coming down. If you were sticking to siege tanks, then I'd be like, yeah, sure, siege tanks. Siege tank marine, perfectly legit. Have these guys, have they got cloak? If they do have cloak, so needs to cloak them, please cloak them, don't. No, yeah, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. He left that to the last minute, didn't he? Yeah, I mean, look, you've got a factory, just chrono out an observer. In fact, you've got an observer somewhere. Bradiford, again, losing a lot of workers that you sort of feel just shouldn't be being lost here. But he's still got a lot of money in the bank, and with 4 Nexus, that's a lot of chrono boost. You know, you can build workers 4 at a time, and arguably with the saved up bank he's got. Oh, look at it go. Look at it run. Love it. 27 kills. You know, ooh. I'll say that again. Oh, that 27 kills on 1 Banshee. That is ugly, man. Don't forget that, you know, workers might not be able to fight, but they can run. You know what I mean? You don't just have to stand there and let them die. You can run away. Keep running, you know, run around the map in a big loop. The Banshees can't shoot and move at the same time. Right, if there's a siege up here and he's got a scan ready to go, has he got a scan? Or I suppose the Mama ship isn't going to last long, especially with the Thors putting out damage. The charge slots are stuck. I didn't see a single storm go down. Has he upgraded? Yeah, you know, where were the storms? There weren't any. And that is one of the ugliest engages I think we've seen, isn't it? Let's look at the army supplies. Right, Bradiford's got a big army. He's got a reasonably technical army. Pause. There's 3 Templars in here. Where are they? Templar, you don't have enough money. Money? What am I on about? Where are those Templars? Where are they? Ew. So all of these Templars have been warped in at the same time. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm not. Look, that's the shield and the health stack. Ignore me. But surely he's got enough energy for Storm at this point. Surely there's Storm to be had. You know what I mean? Surely. There's got to be some Storm to be had. So, you know, where are they? Here are the dudes coming through. Now, the map, the position of these pylons is pretty ugly. And you don't want your stuff coming around the back here. These Banshees still doing work on the mineral line, so I don't know that Bradiford's got any workers left, and he doesn't have very many minerals at all. So all of those things are problematic, but he's got the bigger army by a long way. He's got a substantial army. So yes, Scallywag's got a huge bank and a lot of workers, so he can afford to lose this. But if Bradiford just drops like storm, all of those Marines are dead. They're just all dead. You know, if he lands storms on that, it just all dies. With a little bit of micro, this could have been so different. Look how many immortals there are. Those immortals will crush the Thors and siege tanks, especially given that in the mix as well, he's got Void Ray, he's got Tempest, and he's got Mama ship. With a decent engage with these zealots at the front instead of at the back, you know, I think arguably what he has to do, like this sim city's horrible. This mess of pylons is just rank. What he has to do is basically allow this base to be sacked and arrange his units in the open ground here and wait for the Terran to come a little bit closer. Maybe send in a Templar round up onto the high ground and see if you can throw off a sneaky storm. But it is always worthwhile just taking the time to make sure you've got your stuff in the right order. You need zealots at the front. You need to pop those guardian shields. You need your immortals to be working on the right things. Look, all these zealots are trapped. These zealots are trapped. I haven't seen a single zealot land anything yet. And that whole time he was cloaked. So, you know, Scallywag wasn't putting any hurt on his fighting units that whole time. He was only putting hurt on the Mama Ship Corps. Finally, look, the zealots come in, but even then they don't even attack. They just run about and get shot. I don't even know what's happening here. Jeez, man, I've got a phone call incoming. Hello? Yeah, hi. Hi.